when you enter into marriage pure.
For what we want. A standard for what we believe.
Be careful on what you say because you are the first person that hears.
They don't have all that, but they got the rest.
They got the flood bums. Like somebody I know.
If you're a housewife and that's what you're gonna do, that's your responsibility. Then be the best housewife you can be. Yo, it's your boy LJ Chaplin with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development, so we can take control of our life. Let's go and let's get it started. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplains. It's your boy LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes, you know we about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying, you guys? So this week we coming to you with another banger, another episode. And so today I just want to ask my wife real quick before we get into the episode, because we are preparing for our traditional wedding, and my wife is going home, and I want to see how she feeling about this episode, how she feeling about going back home, preparing for the wedding. So, sweetheart, how you feel today about this episode and going back home? You know, it been a long time since you've been home.
I think my dad says it all. I am super excited. I haven't been home since January 2016. January 2016. We are in August now, 2022. So it's been a long time coming.
And so how do it make you feel to be able to go back home, to spend time with family and friends, and also prepare for this wedding?
Oh my God, it's so surreal. Like as the days are getting closer and closer, I want to pack up so much stuff and people are asking for this and that. Like, I only have limited space, hello. And I think it's not just even about the wedding more than anything. It's just being able to be home and to see my family, hug them, touch them, laugh with them, speak my language.
Yeah.
Every day. Eat the food.
Until I get there.
I miss, like, I want to go and eat amakuinyam, which is fat cooks.
Okay.
I want to go eat ujeke, squakamba, you know, all these nice traditional foods. I just want to walk bare feet. Not that I cannot do it in America, but I mean, it's made into concrete here. And I just want to laugh out loud without even thinking that I need to wake up for work. Or, you know, I just want to have fun. And I'm so excited to do that. I am going to be staying with my mom for the first 2 weeks, and probably I'll be spending like 24 hours a day with her just to soak her in. So I'm really, really happy and excited. Yes. I'm so grateful to God that this day is finally here.
Yes.
It's finally here.
Finally here.
And, oh God, it's hard being a foreigner.
Yes. It's hard.
If people knew, you know, and my promise to myself is that every year I'm gonna go home.
Yes, and that's the game. That's the plan.
If I don't go home, then that year, then my mom is definitely coming.
Yeah, and that's the goal of what we're trying to. That's why we're trying to plan now, so that we can go to South Africa at least once a year.
At least once a year. It's really, really hard. I mean, I know that there were logistics that, you know, had to be sorted out before me going, and it's COVID and this and that. But I'm just glad that it's here and it's happening, and I'm looking forward to introducing you to my culture. You know, have the members, so we wear our traditional outfits.
Yes.
And just,
I'm looking forward to that
too. You meeting my entire clan, my entire family. You know, with Zulu weddings, you invite one person, 5 people come. So we invited about 100, but we know that we're expecting 400.
Yes.
You know, that's how it goes. But I'm just super excited. I'm super thrilled that, and I pray that God, keeps us till the day comes and everything
Yes.
goes well.
Yes,
The plans
yes.
and everything.
Yes.
One thing I know, and now I really confirm, South Africa is expensive. Oh my God. We're paying for stuff like that. You know, things are really, really pricey. But God will see us through
Yes.
financial wise as anything. But yeah, thanks for asking that.
Yes, yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because we doing this the next couple of weeks leading into our traditional wedding. You know, we talking about, you know, marriage. We talking about relationships. We talking about, you know, preparing ourselves for marriage. You know, I just want to see, you know, and have the audience experience and hear what you have to say and how you feel about going home, especially since you've been away from home for a long period of time. Because this is what happened when you marry a foreigner and when you overseas for a very long time. It can be get uncomfortable at some days. You know, some days you're gonna miss.
I'm nervous.
You're gonna miss home sometimes.
I'm nervous. Well, a lot of days you miss home. I'm nervous with the changes that I'll see.
Yes.
Because it's like 7 years. And,
7 years.
And I'm like, you
Completion too.
know. 7 years completion, absolutely. And my biggest nerves are, you know, just remembering people when they were 7 years younger. Because
Yeah.
in my mind, that's how I see them.
Yes.
And also seeing my nieces and nephews. I left them. Some of them were not even born yet. You know, so it's really going to be a surreal moment.
Yes.
And I'm just very, very excited and so looking forward to it. I wish I can extend it to more than a month, but you
Hey,
know, we got to
hey.
come back and hustle.
Yes, we gotta come back and hustle. And hope, like I said, this time next year we want to be able to go on vacation where we're able to spend 2 months if you would like to. You know, be able
God
to
willing.
God
I won the $1 billion lottery. Yeah, so let's
Yes.
get into this.
And so this week we want to just talk about, you know, being cute is just not good enough. You know, and for our single people who
Being cute is just not. Well, I don't know about that because I love looking cute. I love being cute.
I'm saying that's a bonus, you know, but being cute is just
But what do you mean by that? Just elaborate. Like, what do you mean by being cute? Because cute is part of the package.
yes, I'm gonna say that's a bonus package.
Okay.
That's a bonus package.
But just explain what you mean by being cute.
Because you know the pretty face, the nice curves, you know everything. You know you got the whole shebang look wise on the outer appearance. But guess what? Your inner appearance is dirty. You're not fulfilled. You really ain't really. You don't really have. You're just a shell. Basically, being cute. Your cuteness is just a shell.
Okay.
But what you're gonna have, you know, that's gonna fill that shell. And this is why we want to talk about today, because we need to have more than just a shell, a shell. You know, when you purchase a car, you just don't purchase the shell of the car. You just don't purchase the body. You purchase the interior. You purchase the engine. You purchase the everything that inside the car. Yes. You purchase everything, the sunroof. You purchase everything about the car. You just don't purchase the shell. And when I'm talking about cute, the curves, all the stuff, men and women, the curves, all you got the package, all that kind of stuff going on. You can rock it.
So what you mean is that come with the brain.
Yes, so you just don't, and that's what I mean. Being cute is just not good enough, because you know in our society, in our community, you know there's a certain standard that they said that we live by, and the standards that that we live by, or what people live by in society, is not the right standard. You know, and so we want to be able to create our own standard, not live under the standard of somebody else. Because if you're living under the standard of somebody else, that's not your standard. That's their standard. And so we want to change that and have a standard for what we want, a standard for what we believe. And so not the standard of what society said, what media said, what the school system said, what your parents say, but what the standard is. And the standard, the foundation or the standard we should take our standard from is from the principles of God. It's from the Bible, how the Bible say we should live. And so that's a standard that we should go by. don't you, because in society.
She's a standard.
Yeah, because
But that's a high standard.
because in society they like, oh, you got, you know, if you're not cool, if you're not cute, then you know what, that's not good enough, or you don't got the curves, oh man, you're not good enough. But you know, I remember there's some good looking men and women that maybe don't have all that, but they got the rest.
They got the flat bums. Like somebody I know. Well, let's jump into it. I guess the first thing is, you know, it's a state of mind.
It's a state of mind, yes. It's a state of mind.
It all starts in the mind.
It's all starting in mind.
You know, how you perceive yourself is how the world is going to perceive you. And just talking about that, I do, you know, public speaking. And my big topic that I speak about is imperfectly perfect. Or we are imperfect in our imperfections. And so with that, my big thing is there is no perfection. Perfection does not exist. It's an illusion, right?
Yes.
And now we try to keep up to other people's standards, like you're saying.
Yes.
Where we're trying to be. That's why we have so many people doing BBLs lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the butt and the waist thing. That's why we have so many people doing mommy makeovers, which I will do. Okay. Just disclaimer. But when my time comes, I will do it after those babies. But let it be a choice.
Yes, a choice, not because somebody else, or not somebody else. Yeah, you're not pushed to do it.
Not because you feel the pressure. I just want to have a flat tummy for once in my life.
Because you're secure in your spot. You're secure.
I'm not secure in nobody's spot. I just want to feel good.
Yeah.
And I think if we do it along those lines, thinking that okay, I'm not trying to attain perfection. I am just doing it just to feel good
about yourself.
It's about self-love and self-care. Then we got it.
Yes.
It's not about me looking good for you now. You know, you like me looking this round, so you know.
Yeah, because and we know I said the state of mind too. Another thing, because I was just having a conversation with a young lady, and she was asking me, you know, how long is too long? You know, when I should, you know, when is good timing for me to, you know, to have intercourse with that person. And I always tell her, I say marriage is the best, but you know, the thing is, it's a state of mind. If you desire to stay single and stay a virgin and stay celibate or whatever, it's all in your mind. If you want it, you can have it. If you can attain it, you can do it, you can achieve it. You can stay celibate until you get married. But it all starts with the mind.
It's the best way because it avoids a lot of problems in marriage where you're making comparisons.
Yes.
So we'll always say, and soul ties especially. So we'll always say marriage. But, you know, what if you get married at 36 like myself and you're like, should I be waiting all these years? If you can, I know people who have.
Yeah, but because again, it's a state of mind. Because they, like, you know what?
Mind over matter.
Yeah, regardless of what happened, if I don't have nobody at 36, I'm gonna stay true to myself. I'm not gonna just give in to anybody because what I see myself buying.
I think it's not even about giving in. It's about, you know, like we were talking about the monks.
Yeah.
You know, we're human at the end of the day, and your body craving certain things. And it's calling out for certain things, especially with women at certain times of the month. The body is calling out for things. It's like you tell it, hey, sleep, and the body's like, no, I want this. So it's about self-control and being able to control.
And another thing too, not just self-control, also setting barriers. Boundaries. Yeah, setting boundaries because you know at certain times of the month, you know, something gonna happen. So you want to set boundaries. So you.
Sometimes it catches you by surprise.
It does. It does. But you set different boundaries. But it's all a state of mind, though.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, you can do it. You know But again.
But just know that it comes with consequences.
It comes with consequences.
Especially when you're doing it with somebody that will not be your husband, and it becomes a ripple effect. Because once you start, that's it.
Yes.
You want to keep testing and testing and testing.
Yes, you want to keep testing.
So it's safer just to stick with one partner, if possible, even marry that partner. If not, then just know that now you have attached yourself with the soul tie.
Yes.
And once before you get married, you will need to break those soul ties so that when you enter into marriage, you enter into marriage pure.
Yes, and that's what I was telling her about to the young lady. I said when you you know, when you do it, you have all the different soul ties, and so when you get married, you have if you've been
you go in with 10 men,
10 men or 100 men. You got some, and I told you got some women or some men that been with 100 people, and so guess what? When they get married, you're not getting married to that one person. You're getting married to 100 people, and so I really want you to see that if you've been with 50 men. And you have all 50 women, you have all the different soul ties. So guess what? When you get married to that one person, you're not marrying one person. You marry the other 50
so
as well.
51 people. Because, I mean, we'll explain it some other time, the soul tie thing, because it's a very complex topic, but it needs to be spoken about.
Yes, it needs to be spoken
because
about.
some people don't know that you actually, when you get into a sexual interaction with somebody, you're tying yourself to them.
You're tying yourself to them.
And if it doesn't get broken or you denounce them, then you're married to them for life. That's why you find yourself comparing your spouse to these other men because they're part of you. Or these other women because they're part of you.
And that's why it's critical, because we say it's a state of mind. And the only way you can have a stable mind is by always meditating, praying, seeking God, reading books.
That's the one thing that I take away from
meditation. Meditation, and because Paul said it in Romans 12, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind. So you want to be, you don't want to live up to other people's standards. That's basically what it's saying. Don't be conformed to. You don't want to live up to other people's standards, but you want to live up to the standards of God. And how can you do that? By always renewing your mind, by listening to meditation, by feeding your mind.
Reading your Bible.
By reading your Bible, by feeding your mind with positive things, by listening to affirmations, whatever you need to do that's gonna feed your mind. Read books,
and just interacting with the right people.
Yes,
because if you
everything.
stick to the naysayers, your negative Nancy's, you become a negative Nancy yourself, unknowingly, unintentionally.
And that's why if you see,
it's contagious.
It's contagious. Another thing what the scriptures say is
bad company.
Evil communication will corrupt good manner. And so if you see your friends doing something that you don't want to do, maybe they messing around, and you don't want to do that. Guess what? Then you gotta leave them. Yeah. Because what's gonna happen if you stay in that, it's gonna be more enticing. It's gonna peer pressure.
That's how peer pressure.
Yeah, it's gonna be enticing. So guess what? If you stay around it, they might be telling you, oh man, this and this, and man, you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, you do know what you're missing. It's not all that. And the sad part is, and guess what? The sad part, the friends wish they was probably more like you because you stay with yourself.
So they want to suck you into their mess because they're already messed up.
They're already messed up.
And that goes into our second point where you have to just love yourself. And acknowledge yourself.
Yes.
That you are the best that can be.
Yes.
And I always say this to people because I do a lot of inspirational talks as well, and just encouraging people that you gotta really understand that there's only one you.
One you.
There's no duplicates. You
know?
And so live up to your best potential.
Yes.
Because if you want to try and be like other people, you're holding yourself back.
Yes. And so and I love this because when you read in the Bible, all it is a bunch of encouragement.
It is.
So that
the Bible is the best book on earth.
So that you can see the value in your soul, so that you can live your purpose. God put everything that you need to live on this earth. Yeah. And so He let us know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Absolutely. So why are you looking at somebody else because you feel like, oh, they beautiful? No, you're beautiful too. You look good too. You're
unique.
Yes. And guess what? God said you are more valuable than the sparrow. So you gotta see the worth in yourself, and this is why you gotta love yourself.
And that's how people are gonna see the worth in you.
Yes.
Start with self-love. I remember a very dark time in my life where the alopecia had just started, and I just could not, reflect with the person that was staring back in the mirror. In fact, we're going to talk about that next month since it's going to be alopecia month, and how my journey has been and so forth, and we'll share that. But you know, I remember not being able to see look at myself in the mirror.
Mhm.
I really hated the person reflecting back. And guess what I got back? The same thing that I was seeing, I was getting.
Yes.
You know, I started seeing family and friends disappear. They didn't want to spend time with me because I didn't love me myself.
Yes.
So how do I expect that love to be given
Expressed,
to me,
yes.
expressed back to me when I cannot, you know, give it to other people?
Yes,
So
yes.
really, really, just look around on how you treat yourself. Do an introspection. How you treat yourself. How you see yourself. How you speak to yourself, even because
Yes.
there's a quote that says, "Be careful what you say because you're the first one listening."
Yes. The Bible
That is
said,
so powerful.
the Bible said death and life is in the power of your tongue.
That is well known. But listen to this quote.
Yes.
I'm paraphrasing it. Be careful on what you say because you are the first person that hears it.
That is it. Yes. And
That is
because
powerful.
what happens if you keep saying it, you're gonna begin to believe it.
Of course.
And then when you start believing it, and what happened? Other people are gonna believe what you say.
Of
Other people are gonna
course.
believe what you see. And so, and this is the reason why sometimes you end up with the same types of men or
Jokers.
women, yeah, jokers, or no good people, or no good women.
You're attracting
Why? Because you're
yourself.
attracting yourself. And so if you want better, if you want more, if you want a man that's going to respect you, or you want a woman that's going to honor you, then guess what? You got to
Self-love.
first honor yourself.
Yeah.
You got to first love yourself. You got to first respect yourself. Take yourself out sometimes. But treat yourself out to flowers. It's okay.
Yeah.
Buy yourself some
Yeah.
flowers.
I actually used to go on my on
Surprise yourself.
on one-on-one dates. I used to go on one-on-one dates and just take myself out, have some coffee, you know, go to the movies by myself.
By
Because
yourself.
when I expect somebody else to do it for me, I must have been able to do it myself.
Self, yes.
Yeah.
It's very important because you have to love yourself before anyone can love you.
Absolutely.
And before you can love anybody else. So you have to love you first. And then once you love you, so if you're not loving you, then basically you should wait to get into a relationship because you want to be able to love you so that that person that you want to attract can love you as well, can love you more than how you love yourself. Yeah.
But I also say that, you know, as the Bible says, you guys are supposed to love us. We're just supposed to submit.
Yeah.
But how do you submit to something that does not love you?
Yes.
So
yes.
he's
Yeah.
gonna love me like he loves the church,
Yeah.
like how Christ loved the church. I mean, and if he does that, he loves me so much. I have no other means or other ways to respond but to submit.
Positively, yes.
No, but to submit.
Submit.
It's hard to submit to somebody who's not showing you love.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too. And it all start with you.
With the guy's also self-loving himself,
Yeah.
and understanding what love is, and then he's able to, you know, filtrate that down to his wife.
Yes, yes. Because I get it sometimes. You know, a lot of us, we wasn't raised in that type of household, and maybe we don't know how to love ourselves.
Well, you learn
or-
there's so much resources
Exactly.
now.
And especially now, but you don't know how to love yourself, or you don't know how to love somebody else, and whatever, you know. But that's still not an excuse, because like you said, there's a lot of resources now that you can get it.
Go
And-
for inner child healing. If maybe that's the problem, your inner child is still, you know, crying out.
Yeah.
Then just go for inner child. Do something
Yes.
to make today better than yesterday.
Than yesterday, yes. And so that's very critical to love yourself, because what I did was, when I was young, a lot of times I use examples of maybe I seen something that I like, and I say, man, I want that type of life. I want that type of family. And I used that, and I said, one day I want to be able to do that with my wife, with my children, because I like that how they were living in the family. But still, at the end of the day, I still had to begin with loving myself first. And so that until I be able to love myself first, and then I can spread. The Bible say, you know, charity starts at home.
Yeah.
Everybody says home supposed to be like the you know, your family. No, home is you. You home. Charity start with yourself first, and then once you love yourself, and once you are able to be fulfilled, and then it can be spread abroad. But first you have to begin at home. You got to look in the mirror at yourself and see, do you love yourself?
Absolutely.
Because, you know, like, and I want to give you a challenge. You know, after this podcast, go in the mirror and see what you see. See, if you love yourself, and just if you don't love yourself, just begin to speak to yourself.
Every day. Yeah.
I look good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm attracted.
I'm beautiful.
I'm beautiful. There's somebody out there for me.
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody that's gonna respect me.
So speak.
There's somebody gonna love me.
Mhm.
God, because I have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
I have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that leads to the next point, which is focus all your energy on your goals. And this was one of the things that we were talking about, how you can stay as having boundary. Why? Because your focus, all your energy is focused on what you want out of life, your goals. Why? When you focus on your goals, you don't have time to think about all the other stuff. Why? Because you focus on achieving success. Why? Because you want to have leverage.
Yes.
When you start to date someone, you want to have leverage. You know, like me and my wife always say, she the one that coined it first. What you bring it to the table?
What you bring to the table? Yeah. Because it's important to bring something to the table.
Yes.
And not just bring your body. Because, I was listening to a podcast where this woman was talking about how women have turned their bodies into ATMs. That's why they go for the BBLs and all that, because they feel like my body is what sells me and what puts food on the table. That has messed up our society, because
Yes.
Male and female, this is male and female, they feel like they don't have to put in the extra work in even their mental state or in their physical, emotional, not physical, their emotional and and mental well-being, because they feel like the physical is the only thing that's going to take them to the next level. And it's sad, because we live in a corrupt world now, because in my country, most people get jobs through their bodies. That's one of the criteria. Your resume is not enough. You have to pay with the body as well. It's actually sad.
Yes, it is sad.
And it's one of the reasons why I left South Africa, because I was a master's graduate, and getting to the next level was so hard if you're not willing to give a brown envelope, which is a bribe, or sleep with someone. Or sometimes in other cases both. You qualify for the job, but no, you gotta pay it somehow. And this is a sad reality in most countries, where people cannot climb the ladder the right way because they have to pay for it in certain ways. And I just pray that our society changes, and that's what pushed me out of the country, because I'm a go-getter. I want things to be done. I wanted to build my career, but unfortunately, the angle that I was going, it was too politicized, I guess, because if you didn't know, another criteria was you had to know somebody in a political position. I had none of these three. Well, these two, I had the body to give away, but it was not. It was your choice. It was a state of mind. It was not morally okay for me. I didn't have the money to give them. No, I'm looking for a job. I want the money. I'm not gonna go and get a loan just to get a job that I deserve. No, it's not gonna happen. And then politically wise, I was not, connected. So there goes the job. They'll need to go to the next best candidate as far as they're concerned.
Yes, but yeah, you want to focus on all your energy on your goals and achieving success. Because when you do that, like I say, now you're doing it so that you either have leverage, because if that don't work, you can try something else. Why? Because you have leverage. You pursue it.
So what I will take from your point is that don't put all your baskets all your eggs in one basket.
One basket, yes.
Try and diversify yourself.
Yes.
But do work on progress.
Yeah, and focus, because at the end of the day, you want leverage. I love this because, just by writing these notes down, what came to me was, and this is why I love South Africa, what came to me was the wedding, with the men had to pay Lavota.
Yeah.
The price gets steep if the woman is more, educated. She a virgin, beautiful. She have all these different things. The breadwinner is the breadwinner film. So guess what? You got with all these different criteria. Then guess what? That man had to have to pay more lobola to the family. But guess what? If you don't have all them things, then the lobola is less. And so that's why I said you want to.
Your value is
your
lesser.
value is lesser, and so that's
But
why.
not in a way of valuing you as a woman, because there's really no price. They're not selling you off. No, they don't ever take it that way. They're
No.
selling you
I'm not.
off.
I'm not saying selling you off. I'm just saying I like that part
The value
because
they
the
put
value,
on
yeah, the value they put on you for having all these the extra values they put on you. You know, you were still as a person, but when you have this and you have that, that's just another value that they, you know what, because of all this, you know, we want a little bit more because she's more valuable to you because she's an asset. She's not a liability. And this is what happened when you haven't achieved your goals and you haven't achieved success, then you're a liability to that person that you're trying to date. You know, they gotta take care of you. They gotta do this. You're a liability. But when you come in,
I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind.
But no. But guess what?
Can a rich man?
Look. Hold on, baby. Look. But guess what? Now, I'm not saying that you can't get taken care of once you get married, because he might say, no, baby, I don't want you to work no more. But you didn't come in with a liability. You coming with some assets. You educated.
But you know, even being a housewife is a lot. That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
People underestimate and they look down upon housewives. Housewives do the most, especially when there's young children involved. They do the most work. You know, I remember a story. Somebody, I think it was on social media, where the wife said, "Okay, let's exchange. I'll be the one going to the office, and you be the one staying at home."
But that's what happened.
And after that, after that little experiment, the husband was like, "I respect you. I did not know that you had to do so much. Take care of the kids, take care of the household, take care of me, cook, clean. It's a lot of work."
And guess what happened? But now you're relying on your husband to do everything. What happens? Something happened.
What do you mean?
The husband passed away.
No, but what do you mean in terms of finances?
The husband leave you. If you haven't achieved nothing on your own,
then who takes care of the kids? I mean, if you have small kids, somebody has to stay at home because childcare is
super
expensive.
No. You're missing it. But I'm not saying staying home. I'm saying what happens? Something happened, and you by yourself. Now you have to go to work because there's nobody else.
Yeah.
So, but if you have you achieve some things, you came in with some assets, you came in having some assets. Now you're able to go and fend for yourself to take care of your family.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you, women will always find a way.
I know.
Women will always. I mean, women would do anything, you know, to fend for their children and family.
But
most women, not all of them. Most women.
But the main thing is, I'm just saying, you want to focus all your energy on your goals so that you set up these.
Don't lose sight of your goals.
Don't lose sight on your goals. Yeah. Whatever you desire, whatever you want out of life.
It's attainable.
Yeah, it's attainable. Just focus your energy on those goals, and when you do that, things will fall into place.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about, if I'm 36 and I haven't found a man yet. No, just keep living.
I got married at 36, so you're still young, baby.
Just keep living
and
your
I'm
life.
41,
Just keep having success. Just keep on achieving your goals, and you put all your energy until the right man or the right woman come your way.
God says
it's all about time.
It will happen at the right time.
At the right time, yeah. God has a timing for everything. He have a purpose for everything. So if you keep focusing your energy on what you're supposed to do, then guess what? At the right time, it will come.
Make it happen.
It will make it happen.
Yeah. Let's introduce the last point.
Yeah. The last point is, you have to be honest and tell him or her.
Yeah.
That you need more than a cute face and everything. You gotta be honest. Like, I have all these assets. I achieve.
Then don't go for somebody that you think is not bringing in anything. Why do you have to even tell the person?
Okay, but I'm just saying, you have to know, you have to tell yourself. You don't have to tell them, but tell yourself. then I'm worth
Because
more
it's
than
like
that.
you're looking down on people
Yeah.
now when you're saying that. Oh,
I
need
agree,
more
I
than a
agree,
cute
yes.
face. So what do you mean? You mean
I agree,
you
but
mean
you,
I'm just cute?
yeah, and you know what? You
That's
gotta
an insult.
But you could tell yourself, I want more.
And you just
I
attract.
need more.
You just attract. It goes back to our first point. You attract yourself. So it's like somebody once said, it's not about becoming a millionaire. I mean, it's not about being a millionaire. It's becoming a millionaire. What does that mean? The journey for you to become that millionaire. In the process, being burnt, being backstabbed, being losing, winning, and gaining, and all that. That process is pruning you to be able to know how to handle millions.
Millions.
That's why most lottery winners lose their money within a short span of time because they did not go through that pruning process.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's the same thing even in relationships. You can't expect somebody who's perfectly pruned when you're still in the pruning process.
Pruning process. Yes.
And if you do happen to meet somebody who's still in the pruning process and is being pruned, understand that they are going through their pruning process.
Yes.
And they will eventually get to where you are now
Yes.
because they are putting in the work. It's about putting in the work.
Yes.
Run away from people who are not putting in the work. Like, it'll happen when it happens. No. Put in the work in order to become. Michelle Obama says it best, and I always quote her. We are becoming every day until the day we die.
Now, and that's the thing too. It goes back to communication. It goes back to communication. It's what you want out of a relationship. But all I'm saying, you have to realize that you want more. You don't have to settle for less if you desire not to settle for less.
Right.
Why? Because you see yourself. There's women out there like, you know what? I'm successful. I'm not taking no man that's making less than $50,000 a year. Why? Because I'm successful. I work hard to be where I am, so I'm not going to settle for any man that's making $50,000 a year. That's the thing. That's what
Fair enough. I mean, it's really up to it's expectations.
Yes, and that's the thing I'm putting on. You don't have to settle, especially when you achieve something. Now, if you you see a man that you like, and maybe he's not at that standards at that time, it's okay to be patient and work with that guy because, like I said, all he needs is
Are you talking about somebody that you know?
Huh?
Are you talking about somebody that you know?
No, I'm speaking in general.
Oh, okay. Just check.
But it's okay to help that guy build up. Like you said, you pruned, you went through the process, and he or she didn't, and maybe they need that extra motivation or that extra push to get there. And so that's okay if you desire to do that, but you have to know and for yourself that if you want more, you want more. Don't settle. That's basically what the point is don't settle for something if you don't want it. Yes. So that's where I want to don't settle for it, because a lot of times in society we settle because we looking at certain things, we looking at certain standards, and sometimes the standards is wrong. We settling because we wanna be in a bed, or we want and that's what the point is. Being cute is just not good enough because we don't want to settle just for that. You want to be able to. You want to have more inside of a relationship. You want to bring something to the table.
What you bringing to the table?
If you're a housewife and that's what you're gonna do, that's a responsibility. Then be the best housewife you can be. Be the best housewife you can be. Take care of the children. Take care of the home. Be the best. Be the best you're gonna be. But don't settle for something that if you don't got assets. At least you being the best housewife that your husband don't have to worry about them things or look on the outside for them things. And so that's why I'm saying don't settle.
Yes, hallelujah, amen. Well, I'm sure you realize that he's very passionate about
I'm very passionate, yes, because it's my goal, because because there's not too many people that living their life on as a virgin. Everyone have that statistics. Not too many people is able to save themselves for marriage. And so why not you make up a new standard and you make this the cool thing and you say, you know what, majority of people not doing it, but I'm gonna be the one different. I'm gonna be the one different one that able to hold out and wait to marriage, because there's not. And so create a new standard of doing things the right way and living according to the standards that God said you should live, regardless of what society says. Oh man, you ain't married yet. You don't have children yet. What's going on? Nah. You live into the standards that God say, and you're gonna hold on to the morals regardless of what happened. Yes. You got these morals inside of you, and say, you know what, this is who I am, and this is what I want to live. And so, these are my boundaries, and you either love it, or we can't be together. And it's okay to say, to be honest, and say, you know what, if things don't work out, this is what I want. And this is the community. This is what I want. If you cannot accept me for what I want, then guess what? We can't be together.
Bye.
Girl, bye.
All right. So we've come to the end of our session here today.
Yes.
And this podcast was sponsored by
Next Opportunity Window. Yes, it's a dope community where like-minded people to come together and learn and grow, connect, and just share information, where we all growing and beginning to take action. This is what it's about, that we become action takers, to begin to take advantage of the next opportunity window, so that, we can learn. And so, like I said, in this community, a lot of things happen. We do have monthly webinars, quarterly masterminds. It's all about growth. We do have challenges. It's about having that accountability partner that's going to hold you by your hand. It doesn't matter if you feel alone, unappreciated, uninspired, you're an introvert or an extrovert. Guess what? In this community, you have like-minded individuals that want to help each other grow. And so what we do, we give you a 7-day free trial just to try it out, see if you like it. No obligation, no contract. You can leave at any time. But like we said, you want to stay, you want to enjoy that, you like what's going on, you tried it out. We say stay, and guess what? You're gonna all you had with a small investment of less than $1 a day, $9.99 a month, you get access to the value of the community and that accountability partner. So yeah.
Sounds really good. Yes. So also, if you want to continue to be our friend, we really would love for you to subscribe. If you have not pressed the subscribe button, if it's red, then it's danger. Press that button. All right.
And then press the notification bell.
And then press the bell next to it. It does help with our algorithmics, and also we appreciate your support because it helps us spread the message more. But also would love to be friends with you on social media. If you can follow me at LadyCaesar1 on Instagram, and
yes, you can follow me at Get Inspired by LJ on Instagram, YouTube, as well as Fanbase. But the best way to reach me is Next Opportunity Window.
Right. Or you can follow both of us on all platforms, social media platforms, at Chilling with the Chaplains.
Oh.
Other than that, you can find us on audio platforms as well.
Yes. Audio platform. Not only are we on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, but also we are on iHeartRadio. We on Player FM. We on my wife's favorite, TuneIn Alexis.
Hey Alexis. Play Chilling
with the Chaplains. Yes, and so much more. We just don't say, if you listen to this podcast, you listen to it every week, why not follow us? Why not subscribe?
Why not share it?
Why not share it? Why not like it? Why not write a review? Leave a comment, so that we know what you're thinking, and you also helping us to be able to come up with better content and better episodes, because we know what you want at the end of the day. So we say, wherever you listen to podcasts, follow us, hit the subscribe, write a review, leave a comment, leave a rating, because it do help us to grow the channel. It do help us to reach more people. And so we just thank you for your support and loving us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So till next time, hasta la vista, baby.
We'll see you next week.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplains, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development, so we can take control of our life. Let's go.